Hello, my name is Lucy Dazart and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing Pinkie Pie because she has always been my favourite since Generation 1. And in the tier list, I'll be doing on the last video of the series, I'll be able to tier list my favourite characters 1 to 6. I have drawn Pinkie Pie and I think that she is just the most wonderful character ever. I'll be able to state off some stuff while I do some drawing for you guys. So, yeah. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. I'm trying to reach at least 100 subscribers at best. I do this for fun. I don't do this to make money. So, because I do other things to make money instead, like commissions and stuff. I only do this to have fun. So thank you for watching my videos. And yeah, so today we'll be doing Pinkie Pie. She appears in both Gen 1 and Gen 4 as different ponies, one called Birthday Surprise, which I'll put up here, and then Pinkie Pie appears in Gen 4, which I'll put up here. Her full name is Pinkamena Diane Pie, which I think is amazing because now we have a reason to actually like her. Pinkamena ends up being used in the creepypasta, which I'll talk more about in a minute. Her older sister is Maud Pie. Out of the other three siblings, Maud is the oldest, and she has 3 sisters in total, including herself. So there's Maud Pie, Marble Pie. Hang on a minute. I know that one of the other ones is like named something after like a marble type of rock or something. All I know is that Maud Pie is very interested in rocks. She's like the autistic, monotone voiced character. Her family is like distant cousin. She's a distant cousin of Applejack, which makes it even funnier to know that they're friends now. So it's like, oh boy, family dinners are gonna be a hell of a time together. She's known to have episodes where it's shown that she has been coded with bipolar, going from like extremely manic to just straight up depressed. She's also known to have clear and obvious depression, which comes on in episodes. As someone who does in fact suffer with depression, I can say this for certain that is... It's not the best portrayal, but it's a better portrayal than what I've seen in other shows. It's a lot more realistic than, say, like watching a show that involves real life actors and stuff. Her traits and stuff of what her depression looks like, and it just shows a lot of what the writers were thinking, like how do we express that she's clearly going through something at the moment, which in the end of that episode she becomes happy again. She kind of goes through the whole thing of, yeah. Depression isn't fun. It's not. But yeah, she appears as Birthday Surprise in the Gen 1 show, and she's actually a Pegasus there. In the Gen 4 one, she's an Earth Pony, and her wings were given to Fluttershy, who was actually a different pony in Gen 1. Due to Lauren Faust not being able to get the copyright for the name Surprise, or Birthday Surprise. But Lauren Faust did in fact make that Pinkie's first ever lines in the show Surprise as a sort of homage to Birthday Surprise, which I think is just the most awesome thing ever, because there's no way in hell, like, you can't do a character that does and throws parties without having them at least scare someone shitless at least once without actually realizing it. I gave her different colored hooves, and I tried to make her hair more like cake cream filling. I gave her confetti, little fork in the hair, made her do little tricks and stuff. I think she's just wonderful. The creepypasta is known as cupcakes, which eventually becomes muffins, and then it goes into doing weird type stuff. It has like a long line of stories that even I got confused by. I only read cupcakes as a kid. I even remember seeing like the DeviantArt pictures of her with the handmade apron made of all the cutie marks and stuff like that, and the unicorn horn necklace and blah 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 blah, all this other stuff. Like, I remember seeing the animations, I remember seeing the fan art. Like, I don't mind the actual story. It could be rewritten to be a little bit better, but like, I don't mind it as much because it is still something I read now and think it's not bad. Like, I like it. I don't mind it. I actually like it a lot because of how stupid it is half the time when you read it. Like, you're an adult. I'm an adult now, so I read it now. Younger me would have been like, "Oh, I'm so scared." But older me now, I read it and go, "What the hell was this person thinking when writing this?" But no, in all seriousness, I love the story. I think it's just funny as hell. Um, I do plan on doing fan art eventually of it in the future when I do like just drawing videos where I'm just drawing and casually chatting away. Um, I do want to say this. Um, I didn't get to keep up with any of the stuff happening with the author or anything like that. I stay out of that type of stuff very clearly. I don't really bother with that type of stuff. I read the story, never got really into more of the drama of what happened behind the scenes, never really paid attention. But all I know is that Pinkamena was her name in the creepypasta, and she basically like turned all her friends into cupcakes, which, how the hell do you do that? That's not a cupcake, that's a pie. Oh, Pinkie Pie. Now I get it. Okay, that makes more sense. Pinkamena Pie. Yeah, that makes more sense now. I'm having like an epiphany as an autistic person, like going over the facts in my brain and being like, it's just a theory, a game theory, like doing the MatPat type of like problem solving. I am in fact a brony. I've been one since I was a very little kid. I did have a couple of the toys. I had some of like the Fat Chonka pony toys. If you can believe that, those were terrible because I kept using them to the point of where the hair fell out and stuff like that. Because I would try to brush the hair and the hair would just fall out. um, I will be doing a lineup of all the ponies at the end of the series. So if you want to draw fan art, you can, because I would love to see some fan art of what you interpret the ponies to look like in your art style. I encourage it. Like, I encourage artists to draw their own redesigns and their own like forms of art because yeah. Um, if you're a beginner artist, if you're not a beginner artist, please draw something. I want to see it so bad. For me, I had a bit too much Pepsi Max. Um, yeah, but I remember reading the creepypasta as a kid, and some of the stuff I read was not very kid friendly, but I can say this now as an adult. I don't regret reading it. Like, I regret reading it as a kid because I was probably too young to read it, but I don't regret reading it in the sense of it kind of gave me a look into how to write horror stories and how to write horror like fan fiction and stuff like that in a way that isn't like terrible, but it's also not like good. Um, but yeah, these are the final products of my labor. Yeah, thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers, and please have a lovely day or night. Also, if you like the VTuber model, awesome. After I do this line, I will be changing my model a little bit for the next videos. So thank you. Have a great day and stay safe. Okay.